Hi guys, it's Ben Heath from Lead Guru, and in this video I'm going to show you how to generate higher quality leads with Facebook ads. Now, one of the things that a lot of Facebook advertisers will run into as an issue, one of the things they'll struggle with, is lead quality. You may find that you're able to generate a decent volume of leads. You may find that you're able to generate a decent volume of leads for quite a low cost. But what you might be doing is trying to get in touch with those leads and finding that your contact rate's quite low, or perhaps you are going on to to get in touch with them, but you're not able to convert those leads into fully fledged customers and clients. So that's what this video is going to be all about. It's going to be tackling that. One quick thing I'll quickly mention is I'd recommend you stay until the end because there's a couple of free things I'm going to mention I think you're going to find very, very interesting. Okay, with that said, so the first thing I'll say is that if you're generating leads on Facebook through the lead generation objective, what's commonly referred to as a Facebook lead ad, and you're finding that the lead quality isn't very high, that might be something that you want to address right at the beginning. That's an easy fix. Lead ads are fantastic for generating good lead volume, and they by no means are worthless. They're very, very valuable. We run them for our clients all the time. But what you often find with lead ads is that the quality isn't as good as it would be if you sent people directly to your website and got them to inquire about your services and become a lead there. Okay, leads tend to be a little bit higher quality, and that's because with a Facebook lead ad, it's very easy for people to just click on an ad to sign up for your service. Facebook pre-fills the information in the lead form. They click submit. They go about their day and they kind of forget about what you're doing. Whereas when someone comes through to your website, obviously they might check out a bit more about your services, they might look at your about page, etc., and they're going to be a bit more involved and invested in whatever it is that you have to offer. So the first thing I'd recommend you do is test a conversions campaign. You can still run the exact same offers, the exact same ads even, just obviously using the different campaign objective. And that's what I recommend you do. So I'll include a link in the video description below to show you exactly how to set up a conversions campaign. I'll also include a link in the video description below showing you exactly how to create a lead ad campaign if you haven't already done so and that's something that you would like to do. Okay, that's the first part. Second part is if you're directly generating leads via your website, so you're already sending people to your website and that's your method of lead generation, you may want to, instead of directly offering your services, add in an extra layer to your campaign, to your Facebook advertising sales funnel that I think is going to make quite a big difference. And that's basically to use a lead magnet first approach. So instead of, as I said, directly advertising your services, instead you would advertise a lead magnet. This lead magnet would be something of value that you give to your prospects in exchange. You give it to them for free, but in exchange for their contact information to be able to basically follow up with them on an ongoing basis. So for example, I offer my 5-part Facebook ad template, which is got a bunch of different Facebook ads. We've sort of broken each ad down into its component parts, explained what we've included in each and why those ads went on to perform so well. And if people are interested in getting better results from Facebook advertising, they can go ahead and download that document and use it to sort of model from the ads. It helps them get better results from Facebook advertising. So that's a lead magnet that we use. So instead of directly advertising our Facebook ads agency services, we might advertise our lead magnet. And then off the back of that, we're then going to retarget the people that opt in for our lead magnet with a direct to offer campaign that's actually talking about our services. And that extra layer, that lead magnet first approach, does a couple of things. Number one, it helps warm up the prospect. So they're going to see something of value that demonstrates your expertise, shows you know what you're talking about, just helps them out, helps them achieve whatever it is they're looking to achieve, and that will help differentiate you from everyone else that is just directly advertising their services. And that's why your lead quality is going to be a bit higher, because when you go to contact those people and they remember the lead magnet, if they found it useful, that's going to help with your conversion rate, etc. But there's a few other things you'll want to do alongside just having the lead magnet campaign and then retargeting the people that opt in for your lead magnet. So the first is that when people opt in for your lead magnet, I wouldn't recommend that you give it to them straight away. And what I mean by that is, they enter their name, email address, click the submit button. I wouldn't have them going straight to that lead magnet itself. Instead, I would send them to a page that at the top says, your lead magnet is being delivered to you shortly. It'll be sent to you via email, etc. In the meantime, why don't you read the page below to find out more about our services? And then on that thank you page, that's where you can pitch your services and look to generate leads that way. So you've obviously got the retargeting campaign on Facebook. You've also got the thank you page that people are taken to after they opt in for the lead magnet. Then on top of that, I would also make sure that in your email follow-up, so obviously you're going to be emailing the lead magnet to them, in your email follow-up, you would include information about your services and look to get people to click through to a page and inquire about your services through email. So you've basically got this three, there's a fourth layer, but those 3 steps, and then the fourth one I'll quickly talk about, and that's in the lead magnet itself. You want to make sure that you've got some information, again, about your services. So this would be right at the end of the lead magnet. People are consuming it. We've got this on our 5-part Facebook ad template. Right at the end, you say stuff about, by the way, if you'd like to use our services for X, Y, Z, we help companies or we help people do this, this, and this. Why don't you go ahead and sign up for a lead here, book a free consultation, free phone call, whatever it is that you use to generate leads. And what we found is that with that approach, the people that come through are much higher quality. So if you are struggling for time, you don't want to be talking to people on the phone or meeting with people that are less likely to convert. If you found that your contact rate is really low, I'd recommend going and testing that. It does take some time to set up. Obviously, you've got to create a lead magnet. You've then got to create the landing pages, set up the email autoresponder. You're then going to need a retargeting campaign. So briefly touch on that. So everyone that has opted in for your lead magnet wants to be served a more direct to offer campaign about your services. So whatever you're using right now to directly generate leads for your services, that's what you would effectively use in the retargeting campaign, but that would only be targeted at people that have opted in for your lead magnet. Now, you don't have to do it this way. As I said, this video is all about generating higher quality leads. If you're having quality issues and you want to improve lead quality, this is a good strategy. You can use a direct to offer strategy very effectively with Facebook ads, and we do all the time, so you can directly generate leads. But it's just if you're having those real quality issues and you want to improve that, this is what I'd recommend. A couple of things you need to know. As I said, one of the things I've already mentioned is the time it takes to set this up. And number 2 is that you're going to end up paying usually quite a bit more, perhaps double, maybe even slightly more per lead using this approach than if you use a direct to offer approach. And that's because you're basically really narrowing, you're really decreasing the size of the audience that are actually going to see your offer about your services, because that's only going to go to people that go ahead and opt into your lead magnet. And that almost inevitably increases lead cost. We always see that on Facebook. When audiences get really small, even if they're warm audiences, the lead cost goes up. But that might be a trade-off that you're willing to take in order to see the higher lead quality. Okay, so that's why that's the trade-off, and that's why when we're running campaigns for clients, we will often test both approaches. We will often start with the simpler setup because we can get that up and running quicker, and if it works, fantastic. That usually delivers the better results. But if we do run into lead quality issues, then this is something that we will look to do. Okay, so at the beginning of the video, I mentioned a couple of free things I think you'd be interested in, free Facebook advertising resources. So I'm quickly going to talk about those now. So the first is my Facebook Ads Mastermind group. So this is my free Facebook group. Anyone can join. It's currently got over 16,000 members. Fantastic community of Facebook advertisers. There's hundreds and hundreds of questions being asked every day. Experts happy to answer them and help you out, provide you with information to help you get better results on Facebook advertising. So I'd strongly recommend you join that. Just click on a link in the video description below. That'll take you through to the group. You can ask to join and I'll approve that request, and we'd love to have you. The second free thing is my 5-part Facebook ad template that I've already talked about in this video. I would strongly recommend you download that, not only to see how this process works. Go ahead and download that template. You can see, for example, at the end, me talking about our services, but it'll also be a useful resource for you to use. You can use that in your Facebook advertising and model from the ads, as I mentioned, and should help you get some better results. And then finally, just before we go, I want to quickly talk about our Facebook advertising services. So we, as a Facebook advertising agency, what we do is we create, manage, and optimize Facebook ad campaigns for our clients. So I release a lot of content like this to show you how to, do it yourself, how to get great results with Facebook yourself. But a lot of people would obviously like to put their campaigns in the hands of experts and really get the best results possible. And that's what we help people do. So if you're spending more than $3,000 a month or looking to spend more than $3,000 a month, that's our cutoff point, we would love to work with you. So again, there will be another link in the video description below. If you go ahead and click on that, you'll be taken to a page on my website where you can book a free phone call with me. Now, provided you meet the criteria, I'd be very, very happy to speak with you. Obviously, there's no obligation or anything like that. We can just sort of discuss what it is that we do as service providers, I can find out more information about your business and about how we might be able to help you, how we might be a good fit, and we can sort of take it from there. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment below to let me know. I always really appreciate it when people do that. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I release Facebook advertising related content quite regularly. And yeah, you can find out more tips and things to help you get better results. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.